Hi there everyone, it's Ash from Nomisma here. I just thought I'd create this short little video to show you how I would create hire purchases within the Nomisma platform. Now, there are many different ways of doing this due to the flexibility on the platform that is given to accountants and bookkeepers. So first things first, my preference is to go up to New and select New Supplier Bill. So here you can select the supplier name, enter a bill number, and enter your date. And then select your nominal code. So I'll select commercial vehicles additions and then put in here the description and the amount. Now, at this point, you can enter VAT if the company has been marked as VAT registered. So you would need to do that within the settings section of Nomisma. There's a VAT tab and you can go through that. But here I'm not VAT registered, so I'll just enter the gross amount and select save. So that supplier bill has now been created. It's showing as £40,000 is due. And at this point, you can go up to Accountant Tools and select Journals. And then add an entry and enter the same date as the supplier bill. Enter a description, whatever you like. So I'm just going to say move from trade creditors to hire purchase. And here I can enter the supplier name and then hire purchase. 40,000 and then select save. So that transaction has been added successfully. And at this point, if I go back to expenditure, the £40,000 will still be showing as outstanding. However, if I now go up to new and then select ledger reconciliation, it will take me to this page where I can then select Tesla. So you've got the account type, supplier, and then if I drill down into Tesla, you can see I've got 40,000 in debit and 40,000 in credit. And I can reconcile those two transactions together because they have been reconciled, or they've been recognized as a match. So if I just select reconcile and then go back to expenditure, now the amount due is showing as 0. When I go to reports and select trial balance, the commercial vehicles additions in the asset section is shown as 40,000, and then I've got my creditors due within 1 year within 2040 as 40,000 as well. Now, if you did want to split the amount into due within 1 year and due after 1 year, let's say the repayments monthly were 3,000, you can split that. However, I'm just going to leave it here for the time being, and then show you how to enter the repayments. So within banking, you can set up your bank feeds and run the bank rules and put all of the monthly repayments to the hire purchase code. But because this is a test scenario, I can't do that. But I'll go to new transaction and enter the dates here. So the first repayment, let's enter it as the 7th of April, 2021. And then the 14th of April, 2021. And let's just say we enter the description as repayment. And then monthly repayments of 4,500, with the interest being the 500. Enter your repayment code, which is 2040, and then select save. I will just show you one thing as well. If this was an unreconciled transaction, so let's enter repayment 4,500. Here I won't put any nominal code, so that will go into unreconciled transactions. And then let's select save and go into unreconciled transactions. So at this point, if you wanted to create bank rules based on repayment, you can go to new rule, enter repayment, select your nominal code, that rate, and then apply it to both debits and credits and select save. So if you did have a bank feed set up, you would be able to just run the rules. It would then reconcile, or it will recognize what code that rule has picked it up as, and then you can select reconcile. So I've got those 3 repayments in the reconcile transactions section now. So if I now go to reports, balance sheet, the 3 repayments have been allocated against hire purchase. However, I want to move the interest out of hire purchase and put it to the P&L. So again, I would go to Accountant Tools, select Journals, and you can enter a one-off journal. But if you knew that the interest was exactly the same amount every single month, then the best way to do this would be to go to recurring journals and enter a recurring journal instead. So because the first repayment was on the 7th of April 2021, you can enter that, enter the total amount of occurrences. So let's say if there was 52, then it would work out when the end date was. And I can enter a description, which could just be hire purchase interest. Auto process just means that every time the date it gets to the date, then it will automatically process that transaction. But now on the account, you can select hire purchase, and then we can put interest. So we can put here bank, hire purchase, mortgage, and other interests. And then we can enter the £500 and £500. Then selecting save, that recurring journal would be added. And then every time the next date, we get to the next date, then the journal will post itself. So you can see here, the last run date was the 12th of May, because it's the 15th of May now. And the next one will be posted on the 19th of May. That is active, so it will continue posting. And the end date, when it will no longer begin posting, will be the 30th of March 2022. So now if I go to accountant and actually select the word recurring journals, accountant, and then select journals, here you can see that all of my journals have been posted every single week. And that is essentially how I would record the hire purchase. So if I go back to reports now and select balance sheet, I've got my £40,000 in commercial vehicles additions. I've got the 13,500, which has been paid out of the bank. And then the hire purchase amount is 29,500. Also, if I was to go to reports and select trial balance, then we've got the bank interest of 3,000 because there were 6 occurrences of that journal. We've got the £40,000 in commercial vehicles additions, the 13,500 in bank, and the 29,500 in hire purchase. I hope this helps. If you do have any other questions, please feel free to get in touch. We're always more than happy to help. You can get in touch with us on 020-3021-2326 or email us on support@nomisma.co.uk. Thank you. Bye.